Alright, we're going to try a redo on this one. I'm going to turn the light off. That way you can see where I'm going. I can see where I'm going. The upside of deleting your old channel and all your old material is new people don't realize that you already made this video. The downside is the first one was probably better than the second one's going to be. A few years back, I did a video about what a communist revolution in America would look like. And one of the key points I brought up in that video was the insurgency. Don't believe I used that term, but maybe somebody that watched that video will tell me exactly what I called it. Insurgents. Mostly we think of like ISIS, the Taliban, groups like that overseas, right? Not here in America. Not so. Antifa is an insurgent group. Right now, they're in the insurgent stage of their revolution. They've pirated the BLM. It's the Black Lives Matter, not the Bureau of Land Management movement. And they're basically using them as foot soldiers, cannon fodder, whatever you want to call it. But they use the killing of George Floyd as an excuse to basically overrun a Seattle police precinct and and take over a section of town. Granted, they did it without a shot being fired. The mayor and the police commissioner out there were just like, let them have it. They're going to have their summer of love, right? I don't know. Call it as I see it. Insurgents. They used insurgent tactics, Molotov cocktails, improvised weapons, and an overwhelming show of force to kick out the governing authority. You're seeing the same thing go on in Atlanta. Or you will. Maybe you're not seeing it just yet, because right now the police are kind of like, F this, I'm out of here. They had to dangle a $500 carrot in front of them to show up to work tonight. That doesn't tell you guys, every one of you, what your life is worth to the police union and the city. You're out of your mind. I'm not going to get sidetracked on the Atlanta situation. Because I have some very strong feelings on that. They are not complimentary of the DA. Having been taser certified myself. Anyway, we're in the insurgency stage. That portion of Seattle, Chaz, which is now run by a warlord named Raz, is past that. The insurgents have taken territory. Whether it was ceded to them by their local government or not, they have taken territory and are setting up their own governing body. That is a portion of the U.S. that was ceded to communists. And don't let them fool you. They're going to say, oh, we're anti-fascist. No, you're communist. No, but we're anti-fascist, and if you're not an anti-fascist, you're a Nazi. Okay, the Nazis and the fascists kicked the living shit out of each other in pre-World War II Europe. That's where Antifa started. They were the communists. They still are. Not everybody's a Nazi. If you don't think like them, you're a Nazi. If you don't think like them, i.e. you're not a communist, you are by default a Nazi. In their mind. So these insurgents have somehow been legitimized by the city of Seattle, the state of Washington, and are basically lording over and shaking down the residents and local businesses of what is now Chaz. So this is the point where some local rock throwing, pea bottle throwing, soy boy pricks went from being a joke to being a semi-serious problem. I'd like to see them try that somewhere like frickin' Texas or Arizona. Anyway, maybe they'd have the same result, maybe they wouldn't. But that wouldn't change the insurgent tactics. It is the beginnings of their communist revolution. The only thing that would make me think we were deeper in it than we are is if government officials that did not agree or fought back against them started disappearing and showing up hung upside down in town square. Because, well, you know, that's what sometimes happens to people that insurgents remove from power. Now, my question would be to the residents and the businesses of that district: how do you like being shaken down for protection money? Is that bastion of liberalism and progressive utopia everything you wanted and more? How does it feel to be stuck in an insurgency? Make no mistake, this crap's going to go on through the summer, into the fall, probably right up to and including the election, and past that, because I think as a country, we're past the point of reconciliation. Some of us are still trying for it through the ballot box. These guys are trying for it through the cartridge box. Like I said, they went from being a running joke to, I guess, being a serious entity. And it blows my mind to say that. Nice high beams. But if you're not ready for the chaos that has the potential to continue, escalate, and kick off in your area, you're fooling yourself. If you don't want to be part of one of these little districts, you better prepare accordingly. Item number 1 on that list better be GTFO. Mark my words, this is the start of their insurgency. You will see more. It'll probably get more violent, and it'll probably become more widespread. Yes, I live in a private community. So what? Anyway, you don't see Antifa coming through here. Just saying. If you're not ready to deal with this, you're fooling yourself. And if you think the police are going to be there to protect you from these little buffoons, let Seattle be your first wake-up call and what happened in Atlanta last night be your second. Don't wait around for the third. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Be safe. Watch your six. Out for now.